July 2025. 1 year later, and the world is still playing Seven. When Seven dropped on July 14th, 2023, no one knew the magnitude of what was coming. The sultry summer single featuring Lotto felt like a risk. Jungkook, often known as BTS's golden maknae, had never gone this bold before, and yet it was perfect. From its opening guitar riff to the unforgettable hook, the song became a global sensation overnight, topping charts in over 100 countries, dominating the Billboard Hot 100, earning platinum certifications in record time. But what mattered most wasn't the numbers, it was the emotional shift it created. This wasn't Jungkook the boy, this was Jungkook the man, the soloist, the storyteller. Seven wasn't just sexy, it was liberating. One fan wrote in a Rolling Stone fan feature, "He finally showed us a side of him we always felt but never saw so clearly." By September 2023, Seven had already become the fastest K-pop song ever to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. By December, it was named IFPI's Global Song of the Year, the first for a Korean solo artist. And it didn't stop there. 2024 saw Seven included in over 50 year-end lists, from Time Magazine's Best Songs of the Decade to Spotify's Most Loved Pop Songs. It became a TikTok phenomenon, generating over 13 million user-generated videos across dance trends, fan edits, and emotional dedications. More than a trend, Seven became a soundtrack to people's lives. In December 2023, Jungkook quietly enlisted for his mandatory military service. Many thought Seven might fade with time, as is often the case in fast-moving pop culture. But Seven refused to disappear. Without a single new promotion, it kept climbing back into viral playlists. Korean and international fans continued streaming as if Jungkook never left. During holidays, birthdays, even enlistment anniversaries, fans would post, "1 year later, and I still play Seven like it came out yesterday. Streaming this feels like keeping Jungkook's voice with me." ARMYs even started a tradition. Every 7th of the month, fans around the world would organize a Seven streaming party, keeping the flame alive during his absence. It wasn't just about charts, it was about connection. Now, in July 2025, as Jungkook returns from the military and rejoins BTS for their next global chapter, Seven feels more alive than ever. It still ranks in Spotify's Global Top 50, a full year after release. It crossed 1.7 billion streams globally. Billboard included it in its top 10 most impactful songs of the 2020s. But numbers aside, the emotional impact is what remains most profound. In interviews, fans have called Seven their comfort song, healing playlist, and safe space. It's the song they associate with love, waiting, and hope, especially during the 18 months Jungkook was away. Even Jungkook himself, during a recent Weverse Live, humbly said, "I didn't expect Seven to last this long. You guys gave it life even while I was gone. Thank you." Seven has now taken on a deeper meaning in BTS lore. It wasn't just Jungkook's solo launch. It became the unofficial anthem of the military era. It marked the start of BTS's solo chapter. It gave fans strength to wait during the group's absence. It proved that Jungkook could stand alone and soar. Music critics now compare Seven to the likes of Despacito, Blinding Lights, and Rolling in the Deep, not just in popularity, but in cultural impact. With BTS confirmed to release a full-length comeback album in 2026 and a world tour on the horizon, fans are buzzing with questions. Will Jungkook include Seven in his setlist? Is he working on a Seven sequel or remix? Could Seven become part of BTS's main concert lineup moving forward? What's certain is this: Jungkook is back, but Seven never really left. And as the fandom looks forward to what's next, this song remains a reminder of where everything began, with one voice, one beat, and a promise. I'll love you 7 days a week. Some songs are just songs, but others become moments, memories, movements. Seven wasn't just a hit, It was a declaration of freedom, of growth, of identity, and most of all, of love. In a world where trends come and go in seconds, Jungkook's 7 carved out something much rarer, a forever song.
When a member of BTS enlists, there's a silence that falls across the fandom. Not total, not empty, but a quiet kind of ache. For Jungkook, that silence was filled by 7. When I missed him, I'd play 7. It made me feel like he wasn't so far away. Army, Brazil. It was the song I played every time I needed strength. Somehow Jungkook's voice gave me courage. Army, Philippines. From Seoul to London, from Jakarta to New York, fans turned the track into a ritual of love. Streaming wasn't about statistics anymore. It became a way to communicate, to stay connected with someone they couldn't see but refused to forget. And perhaps that's what makes 7 so unique. It didn't just define Jungkook's identity as a soloist. It shaped a moment in fandom history, a bridge, a bond, a promise. In July 2025, 7 is no longer just a song, it's a cultural touchstone. High school students cover it in music festivals, dance studios use it in choreography workshops, young singers call it their vocal Bible. At Seoul National University, one media professor even introduced a special lecture, The Global Phenomenon of 7, BTS, Solo Stardom, and Transnational Pop Music. And across streaming platforms, 7-themed playlists remain some of the most followed of the year. It's a song that found its way into weddings, graduations, breakups, letters to the military. It lived with people, and that makes it immortal. For years, BTS's Spring Day held the title of the group's most enduring song, reappearing on charts every winter, every anniversary, every comeback. But now, fans are asking, is 7 Jungkook's Spring Day? The comparison feels fitting. Like Spring Day, 7 carries a timeless emotional weight. But 7 adds something new: desire, vulnerability, and maturity. It's the kind of song you never stop needing because it evolves with you. From teenage heartbreak to adult longing, 7 always speaks. Now that Jungkook has completed his military duty and returned to the studio, fans are preparing for a new chapter. Rumors suggest a deluxe reissue of Golden featuring an acoustic version of 7, a special performance of 7 at HYBE's Global Festival in October 2025, a potential documentary titled 7 Days with Jungkook, exploring the song's behind-the-scenes creation and global reception. But no matter what comes next, one truth remains. 7 gave Jungkook his wings, and now he's ready to fly again. Looking back, it's clear. 7 wasn't just Jungkook's breakout. It was his love letter to his fans, to the future, to music itself. 1 year later, it's still echoing in bedrooms, headphones, and hearts across the world. Because 7 isn't finished. It lives on. And like Jungkook once whispered in that unforgettable bridge, every hour, every minute, every second, night after night, I'll be loving you right. He kept his promise, and so did we. In mythology, the number 7 represents perfection, completion, spiritual awakening. In the context of Jungkook and BTS, 7 has taken on a legendary meaning. 7 members, 7 days in a week. 7 years since BTS's global breakthrough in the US, 2018 to 2025. 7 million tweets on the hashtag 7withJungkook in just 1 day this month. For ARMY, 7 feels like a coded message, wrapped in rhythm and romance. It tells a story of eternal connection, especially in the absence of presence. When I hear 7, it's not just about love or longing, it's about devotion, that I'll wait for him, even 7 years, if I must. It's become more than a hit song. It's become an identity marker, both for Jungkook as an artist and for fans as a community. Now that we stand in the second July of 7, questions naturally arise. What's next for Jungkook? Will his next solo release eclipse 7 or walk beside it? Can lightning strike twice, or has 7 made Jungkook a legend too soon? What we do know is this: Jungkook's return will be one of the most anticipated musical moments of this decade. Fans suspect a follow-up solo single in November 2025, a special edition live stage of 7 with BTS at the HYBE Festival, a collaboration with Western R&B artists influenced by 7's success, And maybe, just maybe, the start of a new album era shaped by everything he's learned. But no matter where the path leads, 7 will remain the foundation. The origin story. Before 7, Jungkook was the golden boy of BTS. After 7, he became the golden man of pop. July 2025. The world has changed. BTS is preparing a massive comeback. Jungkook is out of uniform, back in the studio, but one thing hasn't changed. The sound of 7 still fills the night. Late-night cafes, birthday playlists, airports, quiet tears, and loud reunions. The music video still racks up thousands of views every hour. The lyrics still sit like scripture on locked screen wallpapers. And fans, whether they've been around since 2013 or found BTS last month, still say the same thing. 7 is the song that stayed with me when everything else changed. Because some songs don't just play in your ears. They wait with you. They grow with you. They become you. And for Jungkook and ARMY, that's what 7 will always be.